Hey everyone, this is me, the Undead Viking, and this is Blog Day. It is Tuesday, I didn't even say this the other ones, it's Tuesday, August 27th? Sure. August 27th, this is Blog Day. I've already done my blogs for Board Games and Life, and also RPGs and hints and stories, whatever. So please check those out if you haven't done so already. This is my final RPG. This is like, basically, I say it's miniatures and stuff, but it's Warhammer, because that's what I play. Though I have really been looking longingly at some drop zone stuff at my, there's of the local game stores I have, there's one that is all about tabletop gaming, and they have a really, really nice section for Drop Zone Commander, and I know it's like nobody would play it, but man, just those little tiny tanks and stuff, I think that'd be fun to play. So I'm considering it. I won't do it. Maybe I will. I don't know. Maybe I'll waste a bunch of money on that too. Anyway, yeah, so here we go. This is Warhammer. So I've joined a Blood Bowl league. I guess that's the big thing. So here's the. I need to figure out if I want. We're playing it, and I have my Chaos Chosen team. I haven't, and I got my. Of course, I can't find it now. I got to put them together though. No, that's my Mournable. Oh no, those are my Poxwalkers. Somewhere over here, I have. There he is. I got my Forge World. Minotaur, and I'm going to put him together for my Chaos Chosen team. I haven't done so yet. He's pretty easy. I'm going to talk about Forge World stuff here in just a little bit. But man, they just announced that one of my favorite. Back when I used to play Blood Bowl, there are two teams that I love playing. I love playing the Norse, and because of, well, duh, and I love playing the Rotters. The Nurgle's Rotters. They just had all those cool, fun abilities, and like how it was really tough to actually kill them. Even if they died, they could resurrect and stuff like that. And I really liked them for what they were able to do, and all the goofy stuff that you could pull off. So the weird thing is, though, I have to finish a game within the next week or 10 days or something like that. I think it is. For this, and I can go Chaos Chosen, which I'll probably end up doing. But man, oh man, the Nurgle's Rotters team, you can pre-order it this coming Saturday. So I'm just kind of like, shoot, I joined this Blood Bowl league, and it's starting like 1 week too soon. But oh well, that's fine. It'll give me a chance to get those, and then I can paint them, and then maybe next time I can play them. There'll always be more Blood Bowl stuff that I can play. It's not that big of a deal. But I am a little bit annoyed by that. So I've been putting together some Forge World stuff. I have... there's two things that I've been kind of... Well, one, I've been working on my Night Haunt stuff, and I just got this bad boy. I got that finally. With these models, the Black Coach... It looks, I love this one, the Phantasmal Funerary Carriage of the Underworlds. Phantasmal Funerary Carriage. That's a great line. These are, the model looks amazing. The problem with models like this for me is that I feel I'm such a horrible hack when it comes to painting. I kind of feel like I won't do this thing justice in any way if I try to put it together. But I'm not going to go and have somebody else paint it for me, because I think that's like kind of lame, and so I'll just do it, and I will try to make it as best as I can, and it'll be done, right? I guess it'll be table ready, but yeah, I don't know, but I'm looking forward to tackling it. That'll take me the better part of a couple of weeks, with all the time, me trying to find time to paint it and being able to play it and everything like that, and I recognize that, but I'm looking forward to putting that guy together. Also, I've been having trouble deciding like exactly what I'll field for my Night Haunt team. And the biggest problem for that is actually because I went to Gen Con, I went to the Forge World booth, and I went like all in gusto for the Tamerkin's Horde Nurgle Alliance, which is basically this like this giant toad dragon demon, and the guy with the big giant cleaver that rides it. You can probably find it online. Maybe I'll cheat and I'll find a picture and I'll post it right here, but probably not. Well, maybe. But they have all these, like, it's Nurgle is a fun army to run. I ran it in Skirmish a while back. I ran it in Path to Glory a while back. But they're very limited as far as they don't have a lot of range stuff. They aren't very fast. And the Turmerican Horde part is that they kind of help out with the fast thing a little bit, because they're kind of a charging like group. And also, like, Nurgle, if you're not familiar with Nurgle, they are more of, because they're just like this festering, filth army that just infect people they get around. And the big thing for them, for me, is that they're very, like, I think they're fun. I think they're kind of goofy, and just kind of, even though, like, they're chaos, they're kind of not, like, over the top, like, evil looking, if you will. They just look like they're just, like, I don't know, they're just, they're easy to paint too. I should be, like, fully upfront here. But the army themselves, I mean, each army kind of always ends up being the same. It's like, you see, it's like, oh, I got a great unclean one, which is just a giant demon. And then they have a bunch of these guys called the Putrid Blight Kings, which are like kind of their battle line unit. It's just this group of guys with with swords and stuff like that, and they all kind of look the same. Like as far as like the different armies that I've seen people put together. So the Turmerican's Horde, however, has these cool guys. Like they have, you probably can't see him real well, but they have cool things like these Bile Troggoths, which are these like trolls that have been infected by Nurgle, and these guys, you can spew bile. I haven't I got the guys, they got his pins in now, but I haven't attached him to his base yet. So I'm looking forward to just maybe not fielding an army that's going to win a lot, because there's like those guys, and there's some plague ogres, and then there's these demon toads. Maybe they're not going to win too much, but I think they'll be fun to play. And that's kind of like my attitude when it comes to like Warhammer, is that I just play what's fun to play. I don't really worry about, did I min-max this correctly or whatever, and I just try to have fun with it. But so that's what's going on as far as that is concerned. And that's like kind of my biggest problem, is that with my Warhammer stuff is like, oh, I'm like all in this Night Haunt stuff, it looks so cool, and I'm like, oh, and then all of a sudden like, oh, but all this like cool Nurgle stuff, this looks really cool. And then now I just heard that like the Beastmen Battle Tome comes out in September, and like I have a lot of War Herds and Bray Herds stuff. Because I thought the models looked cool, a bunch of Minotaurs and whatever, and just they looked really awesome. And so now I'm like, well, geez, when that Battle Tome comes out, I'm going to want to work on that army now too. And man, it's tough. It's tough to stay up to date on stuff like that, and it's tough to stay. Time, right? Time. This limited amount of time that I have to like be able to put this stuff together and play this stuff and have fun with this stuff. It's just, I never feel like I'm able to accomplish or get anything done. Yeah. I mean, it's just, I think that's maybe next week I'll probably do like a blog entry as far as that goes, as far as time goes, because I think I'm at this point now where I need to make a decision as far as like what I'm really going to put my time forth and with this channel. And this is not, I'm not going to quit or anything, so don't take it like that, but a big decision as far as just determining what it is to me that it's important that I focus on for this channel, and what direction I want to go, and what's going to get, instead of like giving a little bit of time here, a little bit of time here, a little bit of time here, like maybe like narrowing the gun, narrowing the focus, narrowing my eyesight onto something that I personally am going to get a lot of fun out of, and what I can do, and maybe just focusing on that. And it's something that I've struggled with for years with this channel, as far as like kind of just shotgunning my attention. all over the place, and which has worked, right? I mean, I just went over 3 million views. I just I got close to 15,000 subscribers. I mean, I really shouldn't complain. I mean, I've really done better with my channel than a lot of people, and that's actually something and I mentioned this in the first thing. I'm very, very proud of something. I've kind of finally gotten to this point now where I'm not looking up at people that do better than me with their board game or tabletop channels, and I've just resigned myself to the fact that maybe this is just what I do, and this is just what my channel will be, and I'm not like weirdly jealous over like, oh, why don't I get 18,000 views for this video or something like that, and I'm kind of over that. And I guess I feel like I'm in a good spot for the first time in a long time when it comes to that feeling. So I kind of dig that. But yeah, so that kind of turned this video kind of turned into a little bit about life. But I mean, it is about the channel as well, and it is about my Warhammer stuff. And I'll be honest with you, the most fun thing I read about, that I do anything with, that I focus on, has been my Warhammer stuff. And I am really, really loving the miniature tabletop hobby. It is when I'm not doing anything, I am going and reading blogs about it. I am looking up different army build outs and things like that. I mean, that's the thing that I find myself enjoying more than any of the other things that I do right now. So yeah, I mean, and that'll change. It was board games forever. It was role playing games for a while. It was back to board games. It was role playing games, and it was back to board games, and now it's miniatures. And I'll cycle back. I know I will. But right now, that's kind of what I'm digging. So yeah. So where are you at with your tabletop hobby? What's the thing that's grabbing your attention right now? What's the thing that spins your crank and gets you excited? And how much has that changed, if at all? As you've grown in this hobby, grown in the tabletop hobby, and played and enjoyed other things. I'd love to hear about that. So, also, if you are currently building a Warhammer army, I'd love to hear about that. Oh, I wanted to show you this too. Sorry, I apologize. This is my Morngul for my Night Haunt. The weird thing about the Morngul, if you go look at the Forge World, the thing that it's holding on to is this weird, it looks almost like a 40K person on a horse or something like that, and I always hated that. So I read about they said just scrape it away and then use some green stuff and then make kind of a mound. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to build rocks around that and stuff like that when I build up the base. So that's the first time I've ever done anything really extensive with green stuff, and I'm actually really, really, really proud of how well that came out, and because I normally I screw those things up, and I'm actually pretty happy with that. What was I saying? Oh, the other thing, the miniatures of the movies. We've had so many weird problems as far as with the technology and whatever. Rob Warren and I will be doing that, and we are going to do it on Thursday night now. Thursday night is when we're going to do miniatures at the movies. So tune in on Thursday evening on my channel. I'm guessing it's probably going to be around 9 o'clock Central Time. That's what my gut says. I have a fantasy football draft at 6:30, but those don't take very long. And then I'll get home, and then we'll get that thing started up. And so if you want to sit down and watch Jaws with us, and you got to watch it yourself. So if you have Amazon Prime, you can actually watch Jaws right now on Amazon Video. But you'll have to watch it, and then watch it at the same time, cue it up, and then sit down, and you can put your minis together or paint your minis or do whatever you want. And then Rob and I are going to work on our armies and talk about stuff, but also watch that movie at the same time. So that's going to be Thursday evening, unless of course we change our minds again. But no, Thursday, red in stone. We're gonna do it. It's gonna be awesome, or it won't be awesome. But you know what? It'll be me and Rob hanging out, and if you haven't subscribed to Rob Warren's Tabletop World, why not? He is an amazing human being, and you really should. So, there you go. That is Warhammer hobby and what it means to me right now as far as everything else going. Thank you as always for taking the time to watch this video. And if you've watched the other ones, I apologize for the repetitiousness of this. But hey, be a positive person. Be the person that people want to be around. You know exactly the kind of attitude that you love to be around. Then be that attitude and inspire other people around you and have those people inspire you. But most of all, take the toxic things, the things that just drag you down and make you sad and make you upset and make you frustrated. Take those things and remove them from your life. I don't care if it's a habit that you have. I don't care if it's the people that you have to deal with. Just focus on the positive, remove the toxicity, and enjoy your life. Because we get one trip, and make the most of it. All right, that's me, the Undead Viking, telling you you are amazing. I can't believe that you watch me talk to a camera, but it means the world to me that you do. So thank you so much for your time, and you continue being awesome.